Per usual, we have a lot to talk about today. There's some things I really need to get off my chest today. So, do you know what modern women are saying about you now? That if you're 30 plus, single, and have no kids, you're a huge red flag. You modern women are always coming up with something every day to bash men. You're always coming up with these shaming tactics every day to bash men. So tell me, you're going to actually bash a man because he's responsible and have self-control, unlike you, who's always opening up your legs for everyone. He's not out here impregnating every woman that he sees and every woman that he meets. He surely don't want to be a baby daddy to multiple women. But you want to go around bashing men, saying things like that. Actually, I feel that they're green flags. Men are. Because they're smart and staying away from women like you. Men want their own families. They do not want a woman with all these kids by multiple men. He don't want to be a stepfather to all of your kids. He does not want to have children with a woman whose womb has been used and abused by so many men. He does not want that. And another thing, you're just not good enough to raise a family with. But you want to call him a red flag when the red flag is actually you. So stop that shaming tactic stuff. You come up with stuff every single day. Stop it. And then another thing that you do, that you say that I don't like. I don't like what you guys say anyway, but hey, here's another thing. You have the nerve enough and the audacity to say that all men ain't shit. No, these men in this world, they are the shit. Because they're the ones that rule this world. They're the ones that make the world go around. They're the ones that's making your life more comfortable by working hard and doing the things that they do, having the jobs that they do that you don't want to do, but you want to be so masculine. Guys, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard a modern woman say that she ain't shit? I've never heard that, have you? Have you ever said it? Modern women, have you ever said that? Well, since you've never said it, I'm going to say it for you. You ain't shit. You're really not. And we all know that. We can tell by your behavior, your attitudes, everything. And you never want to take accountability for your actions. You make so many bad choices. You make so many bad choices in relationship patterns. But you want to say this about men. Well, you wasn't saying that about him when you were making all these babies with him and giving him your body over and over again. It wasn't a problem then. But now it's a problem. What's going on up there in your head? And here's something else that this really makes my skin crawl. This is something that really gets my skin crawling. You have the nerve enough to tell your children that their daddy ain't shit. And like I said, you're the one that was giving your body to him over and over and over, but you have the nerve enough to tell your children that their daddy ain't shit. What is wrong with you? What kind of mother are you to do something like that? But you know what? I don't know why you don't realize that Children don't stay children forever. They're going to grow up into adults. They may believe everything mommy says right now, but these children are going to grow up one day and they're going to find out the truth that mommy's been lying to them for many, many years. You turn these children against their fathers. You say things like, oh, he doesn't care. He don't even give me money. He's not paying child support, when they really are. Turning these kids against their fathers. Let those fathers see their children. Put fathers back in the homes. That's if they're those children's fathers. That's why I tell you guys, when a baby is born, you go ahead and you get that DNA testing done right then. I cannot wait until every state makes it mandatory for DNA testing, so you guys won't have to go through all this rigmarole, all this foolishness, spending your whole life paying child support for a child that doesn't belong to you, or children that don't belong to you because of a lying woman. But those children are going to grow up one day. And tell me this, how you as a woman raising little boys, how are you going to raise a little boy to become a man when you don't even have a man? How are you going to do that? Only a man can raise a little boy to become a man. And you have daughters. How can you teach your daughters to be respectable young ladies when you're not even that? How? I hear crickets chirping because you don't have an answer. You women need to stop this. Now let's go back to the lies that you're telling your children. They believe everything mommy say. Mommy says this, so it must be true. Just because you had that kid, just because you carried that kid for 9 months does not make you the better parent. It doesn't. And they're in that toxic environment with you. But we wonder why children have so many mental issues. Depression, anxiety, behavioral problems. And then what they do is they carry that over into adulthood. And then they get hanging out with the wrong crowd and get on all types of drugs. Hanging out for love because they didn't get that at home. Because you were too selfish. If this child wanted to go with the father, you're too selfish. You don't want him to be with the father because you're all mad at him. You were the one that laid down with him. But the kids suffer. They're traumatized from their childhood. That's why the world is like it is with the kids. Because they grow up into adults and take that foolishness into adulthood. So, let's fast forward with all the lies that you're telling these kids. They're adults now. They found out the truth, and never think that they're not going to find out the truth, because they will. That's karma. I'm a big believer in karma. What comes around goes around. It does. What's done in the dark will come to light. Fast forward now. These kids are grown. They found out that mommy told all these lies. And the thing is, these men can't get back those years that they didn't get a chance to spend with their children because of you. Those years are gone because of you. Okay, so now the kids are grown. Find out all the lies mommy told. Daddy wasn't paying child support. He don't like us. Blah, 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 blah. Lies. So you know what's going to happen? They're going to find out you lied. Then they're going to pick out your nursing home for you. And that's where you're going to be. Due to you. That's your fault. Due to the karma that's coming back on you. You're going to be in that nursing home looking out the window every single day wondering when your kids are going to come see you. And they're not going to want to have anything to do with you. Because you've ruined their childhood. And now they've taken that into adulthood. Think about that. Another thing that I don't like, with all the shaming tactics, you have the audacity to call men broke, bums, and dusties. But you want him to pay all the bills. You want him to take you on these extravagant trips, dinner dates. You want him to pay for your hair, your nails, and waxing. You're calling them bums, but you're the one that's begging them to do this. So what does that make you? A bum? Broke? A dusty? When was the last time you paid for his dinner? When was the last time you paid for his haircut? When was the last time you just gave him a nice gift out of nowhere? Not a nice gift between your legs, but just a nice gift. When was the last time you did that? And I pulled over, guys. It's starting to rain, but I'm still going to say what I need to say. When was the last time you did all of that? But you're begging. And as far as this waxing thing, that's feminine care, that's personal care, that's self-care. Why would you want a man to do something like that when a woman should be doing that anyway on her own? That's what a woman does. A real woman does. You're always talking about, oh, real men should do this. That's what real women do. Wanting this man to pay for all of this stuff. And then you want him to take you to this 5-star exquisite restaurant when you're not even a 5-star woman. So why should he take you there? But all you want to do is you want to go to a restaurant, look at the menu, look at things that you can't even pronounce so that you can take selfies of it and send it to your little friends. Oh, look where I am, girl. When was the last time you went by yourself to a 5-star restaurant and ordered all this food? No, you can't do that because you don't have the funds to do it. But you say you're making all this money, but you want the man to do that. And the waxing, like I said, that's self-care. That's just nasty. And speaking of nasty, remember I told you guys in my last video that a man wants to come home to peace and quiet. Speaking of nasty, he also wants to come home to a clean house. And when he gets home, he does not want to see all of your friends there gossiping and laughing out loud. That man's tired. That's the last thing he wants to see is all your friends there. And you know, you women know you do that. That man's getting home tired. He wants to rest and have a good meal. And guys, you always know how a woman is by the company she keeps. So you walk in the door and there are all her friends there. They all got that little nose ring thing going on. What's so unique about that? And then what she's going to end up doing, if your girl don't have that or your wife don't have that nose ring, those friends will end up talking her into getting one. But no, you're so independent. As I said, an independent woman thinks for herself. She don't have to follow others. No wonder these men have, what do you call them? A man cave. So that they can go and have peace and play their video games so they won't hear all that blah, 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 blah with you and your friends making all of that noise. If that man likes fried chicken, if he tells you, hey, for dinner I want fried chicken, some mashed potatoes, some brown gravy, give me some buttered corn on the side, and I want a chocolate cake. You know what she'll do? She'll go to the supermarket, the grocery store. She's going to get you a frozen entree. Oh, he said he wanted fried chicken. So, oh, yeah, this hungry man dinner has fried chicken. Oh, yeah, it has mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, yeah, it has corn and some sides. And you know what the extra is? A little brownie, a chocolate brownie. Oh, he says he likes chocolate. So let's do that. No, that is not what he meant. He meant turn on the stove, get the grease hot, fry him some chicken. Get a pot, make some nice mashed potatoes. Get another pot, make some gravy. And turn on the oven and bake him a chocolate cake. Not a chocolate brownie. He wants a chocolate cake. But oh, I forgot, you women can't cook. And neither can your little friends that you got over. That's why you can't stay in relationships, because your friends are telling you things. Oh, girl, if he can't buy you this, you need to get rid of him. And when you break up with him, she's going to be the first one to try to get at him. But you don't have sense enough to know that. You don't. So stop calling these men broken dusties and all this foolishness when it's actually you. And then you want to talk about the men with the 666 thing. Now you have 4 6s added onto it. It was 3, now it's 4. 6 feet tall. Making the 6-figure income. The 6-pack abs. And now you want him to have a 6 foot. No. Do you want a 6 foot of that? I don't think you do. 6-inch eggplant. All these shaming tactics. Then you pick on a man and you tell your girlfriends, well, he only has this much, so no, he's not good enough for me, so I'm going to break up with him. You're going to break up with a good man because of that. That shows what kind of woman you are. And just because a man is 6 feet tall and you don't want to date the men that's under that, those men that's under 6 feet tall, they have great qualities. But you're not looking at that. You're looking at the outward appearance. As you always do. You know something my mother taught me? If you're beautiful on the outside, you make sure you work on this first. Because this is what really matters. The heart. Beautiful on the inside and the outside. If you're beautiful on the inside and the outside, you're good to go. Most of you women are just beautiful here and you're ugly as I don't know what on the inside. That's what a man is really looking for. All those 666 things. Do you understand that, which they don't want to date you anymore anyway, you're limiting your dating pool by wanting a man to have all of these things? Like, if a man has all of those things that you want, that's like 1% of all men, because you can go out in the world, you may see a 6 feet tall guy, but he may not have the 6-pack abs, or he may not make that 6-figure salary. Money, money, money. It's all about money. But when your man tries to tell you something that's good for your own benefit, you don't want to listen. But you listen to these crazy women tell you what to do. She may have the house. She may have a new car, a new handbag, new shoes, all of this stuff. And again, she's telling you, if he can't buy you this stuff, then don't fool with him. Then you have the other women telling you where to go to find a rich man. Oh, go to Starbucks. That's where the rich men hang out. Go to Lowe's and Home Depot. That's where the men with the money hang out. Go to these country clubs. That's where you get the man with the money. They're telling you all this stuff, how to go get the man with the money. But they're not telling you how to keep a man. You know why they're not telling you how to keep a man? Because you yourself and the women that's telling you that are planning not to keep the man anyway. You're just planning to use him and then get rid of him. That's why they're not telling you how to keep a man. They're telling you how to get these men. You go to Starbucks. Oh, but I thought you didn't like coffee dates. They're cheesy. They're cheap. Only reason why you're going to Home Depot and Lowe's is because you want that man to work on stuff for you at your house. You don't want him. You want him to labor around your house. And what kind of country clubs are you planning on going to? Do you know anything about country clubs? Do you know you have to have a membership and dress a certain way? And a lot of these country clubs that these rich millionaire men hang out, these men know each other. What are you going to do? You're going to pay a membership? Do you know how much it costs? These millionaires know each other. And if you go rolling up in there, sitting that, they already know what you're about. And they're going to be like, who is this stranger? And they have dress codes. You're not going to go up in there with your ass cheeks hanging out. They don't want that. These beautiful rich women, their wives, their girlfriends, you won't even be able to fit in. The way you're looking and the way you're dressing, the way you dress, you're showing a man everything. You're not leaving anything for his imagination. So why even put on anything at all? Just leave out the house naked. You're not wearing anything anyway. Just dumb. How dumb can you get? Money, money, money. That's all you guys care about. Not you guys, not my guys, not my subscribers, you women. You know who I'm talking about. Stop telling these men when you first meet them that you love them. Oh, I love you. You just met him an hour ago. Stop telling these men that. No, you're telling him that so you can get everything out of him. Stop that. You know how dumb that sounds? Really dumb. So guys, I just wanted to say that today. And I feel so bad for these children who have these rotten mothers. Stop lying on these men. Stop that. Because it's only going to hurt you in the end. When you're all lonely with no one coming to see you. Guys, that's my little rant. I meant everything that I said. Like I always say, I meant every word that I said, or I don't say anything at all. Okay, so do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that each time I do upload a video, you guys won't miss out on it. Please leave your comments below and engage with each other. And I've noticed that you've really been doing that. The horrible stories that I've been hearing. Oh my gosh. It's awful. The stories that I've been hearing. So women, you're the problem. It's very concerning what these men are saying, but they're all lying. Thousands and thousands of men are saying the same thing, but they're lying. They're making this up. No, they're not making it up. So guys, engage with each other in the comments as you usually do. Because when you stick together, you see what happens. So just yeah, as I said, give it a thumbs up, please. Keep that going, please. Give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think, what experiences you've had with these crazy women. But wait a minute. I forgot to say one thing too about the child support thing and calling men broke. I like to say down on their luck. I never call a man broke. I don't like that. I don't call them bums, dusties. I don't do that at all. It's very disrespectful. If a man gets behind on his child support, it means that a man cannot pay his child support. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want to. He can't because he's lost his job due to an illness, a layoff, or whatever it may be. And men are very proud. They will go out and find another job or two, and they will find something to do. But who's to say how long it's going to take for them to find a job? So they're getting more behind, more behind, more behind. Whereby you women, all you need to do, if you're behind on something or you need assistance, all you got to do is cry those little crocodile tears and everything will work out fine. But what happens with a man? Why doesn't he get any assistance? If he does, I don't know anything about it. And if he tries, he's going to go through hell and high water to try to get it. And then his license are suspended because he's not able to pay his child support. Maybe for a kid that doesn't even belong to him. So how in the heck is a man supposed to get back and forth to try to look for a job with his license suspended? Oh, he can catch a bus. There may not be a bus or transit system where he lives. That's very unfair. And you women are the problem. It's very concerning. You're the problem. And you're always asking where the good men are. Well, guess where they are? They're my subscribers in the comment section. Good men. That's where they are. So I wanted to add that in, guys. But yeah, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so that you'll get the notifications when I upload a video. Like I said, it's raining, but I wanted to pull over and say what I had to say, because I really wanted to get that off my chest today. Okay? So, yeah. I'll see you in my next one, okay? You guys take care of yourselves. Focus on yourselves. And leave these modern women alone, because they will get you in trouble.